when you realize your parent is a narcissist, you're going to have all kinds of feelings. When you really get it, when you really see it, you're going to feel, on the one hand, probably relieved that you finally figured out what the problem is and now you can do something about it. You can also understand what damage has been done to you so that you can help yourself heal from that. So there's a freeing thing that goes on with learning that your parent is a narcissist. But there's also a grieving process that occurs, and this is a very important part of having a narcissistic parent. And this is what I'm going to be talking about today. And I'm also going to be giving you something that you can do to help yourself through the grieving process, to help yourself heal from this complicated relationship and all of the different things that occur within you from the fallout of having a narcissistic parent. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth. I'm a transpersonal psychologist, a holistic nutritional chef, and best-selling author of Get Well Now, Healing Yourself with Food and the Power of the Mind. And I help wounded icons, adult children of narcissists, become healed icons. And what's an icon? An icon is somebody who is independent, confident, original, and naturally you. And like I said in this video, I'm going to talk about grieving your narcissistic parent. It's a very important part of the process. And one of the things that you're really going to have to do is to grieve and give up the hope that your narcissistic parent is ever going to be able to show up with you and for you in the ways that you hope that they could, because they can't. And if they're truly narcissistic, if they truly have that disorder, they're not going to be able to talk through things with you. They're not going to be able to go through therapy with you in a way that is productive and helpful for both parties, particularly for you, because they're not able to see themselves in reality as it is. They are only able to see themselves in the projected reality they create for themselves, and you need to join them there in this reality that they're creating for themselves, which is made up because they're making it up as a mechanism to try to help themselves to feel better, to feel more powerful, to feel in control, to not feel, this is very, very important, to not feel shame or guilt. And so what they're constantly doing is turning the tables on you so that you will feel their shame and their guilt. They're essentially like spraying it on everybody around them. And this is very difficult for people who've been through narcissistic abuse to understand and to work through. And so in this grieving process that I'm talking about, you're going to need to grieve, like I said, the giving up all hope that they're going to be able to show up for you and be there for you in a way that is productive and helpful. So you're going to have to grieve this parent, and you're going to have to grieve what they could never be for you. They can never show up for you in a way that's empathetic, in a way that's supportive, emotionally speaking, and caring for you. And that's a hard pill to swallow when you finally really understand that this is a part of the dynamic and it's a part of the disorder and it's part of something that you'll need to do for yourself. So you're grieving the parent that you never had. You're grieving the fact that they're never going to be able to show up for you that way. And you're grieving you as a child and what you could have had when you were a kid, or what you would hoped that you would be able to have as an adult, even in an adult relationship with your narcissistic parent. So it's not going to happen with this personality type. Like I said, I wanted to give you an exercise that can help you get through this grieving process that you have to go through when you have a narcissistic parent. So what I want you to do is I want you to get some paper. You can do this on any kind of paper you like. You can do it in your journal, however you would like to do this. I want you to write about your parent as they are. I want you to write about what you've discovered about narcissistic abuse and how you've seen your parent fits this mold, so that you're really looking at the truth. seeing your parent as they are. This is what they've done. Just things that come to mind, and you may get really emotional when you're doing this. I just want you to dump all of this energy onto the page, and I want you to be as realistic as possible about what your parent has been to you, how they've treated you, how it makes you feel, and just kind of get this out, get the sadness, get the grief out onto the page. And then what I want you to do after that is I want you to take that and I want you to read it to a trusted friend, or read it to a mate or a partner or somebody that you really, really trust, that's going to be able to sit and listen, and just ask them to please, I just need you to listen, and I need you to witness what it is that I've been through. And some of the stuff may be unbelievable to you. It's unbelievable to me. I can't believe I went through this, and I can't believe I've been silent about this for so many years. And I can't believe I finally figured it out. And I'm really glad I finally figured it out. Like, this is my parent, they're a narcissist. And so now I'm just going through this whole process. And this is something that's going to help me with my grief. And so then you read it to your friend and you have them witness, and you may ask them for their feedback, or you may just ask them, like, you know what, I don't know that I can hear your feedback right now. Just you decide what's going to work for you in that moment. It's mainly to get it out and to be witnessed, to be heard, to be seen, to be understood. And then after that, I want you to write out the parent that you've always wanted, the parent that you feel like you've always deserved, and that you wished you'd be able to have with your own parent at some point in your life. And so this parent may, just be nurturing and kind and caring, and be pulling out the best parts of you and really just celebrating them. This parent may be somebody who, held you when you cried instead of belittling you and shaming you for whatever it is that you were going through. This parent is somebody who didn't manipulate you constantly to try to control you and get you to do what they want. This parent is somebody who didn't see you as an extension of themselves, and so therefore you're supposed to do their bidding, whatever it is that they want you to do for them. So this is a really important part of the exercise, is really just to get dreamy and clear about what is this parent, this amazing parent that I always wished I had. What does that look like? What does it feel like? And write that down. And then share that with somebody. Share that with the same person about the kind of parent you want. And then I want you to take that a step further to help you with your whole grieving process. I want you to start giving to yourself everything that you put into that second exercise of visioning and thinking and feeling into the parent that you always wished you'd had. I want you to feel into that. What does that feel like? And then start giving yourself all of those things. If you wished your parent had been more compassionate and caring when you were upset, be more compassionate and caring to yourself when you're upset. Make sure that the people around you are more compassionate and caring towards you. And if you don't have those people around you, it's time to find some new people. So, and that's fine. As you grow and you change, you're going to bring new people into your life. You're going to bring people into your life that are more supportive and loving and caring and kind and ready to have a relationship with you, and that you're ready to have a relationship with. And that's one of the things that the grieving process really helps you do. It helps prepare you to have deeper relationships, because you're forming that deeper relationship with yourself by being truly honest with yourself about what hurts and what helps and what you want and what you need. And so then you start fulfilling those needs for yourself, and start parenting yourself in a way that feels empowering to you. And that may mean, you say no to something that you've been doing that has been a way to try to escape everything. Maybe you're binge watching shows and it just makes you feel like crap. You're sitting there binge watching shows and eating ice cream and all of that because you're just trying to escape all of the pain that you've been in. And instead, maybe you turn off that TV and you go out for a walk somewhere. You go out for a hike, you do a meetup, go to meetup.com and find a hiking group or a dog walking group or something where you can start to connect with different people and you can start to do something that changes the energy. You can start to make a choice that feels more empowering for you, that feels better for you. And you will have released a lot in these exercises that I've just given you today. So this is just one thing you can do. I really highly recommend that you do find a therapist or some group therapy that can help you with dealing with the grief of releasing the narcissistic parent, the dream of ever having a parent who can really show up for you, and to work through having had a narcissistic parent. And it's very important that you find somebody who is really informed about narcissistic abuse, because if they're not, you may not really feel heard, you may not feel seen or understood, and that's something you don't want to keep repeating. So look for somebody who can be very helpful to you. I do transpersonal psychology. I have a somatic emotional release therapeutic technique called whole person integration technique that helps people release the energy from the body, the thoughts, the feelings, and the negative core beliefs that get stuck in the energy field, and helping them to release that. So I do help with that. I approach things differently because I am a transpersonal or spiritual or holistic psychotherapist. So I have a different way of looking at things. I look more at, who are you? Why are you here? What's the purpose of your life? And helping you to pull those things out and heal the damage that got in the way, that emotional damage, the shame, the guilt, the sorrow, the grief, the pain, all of that, so that you can have more energy and present time to be able to run your biology in a way that's efficient and helpful for you, so that you feel happier and healthier and just better. So if you are interested in working with me or just learning more about what I do, you can book a free consultation with me. The links are in the description below. If you haven't already done so, please like this video. It really helps so much when you like my videos. Please put something in the comments, any questions that you may have, things that if you can relate to this experience, or things that you've done that have helped you with healing the grief of grieving your narcissistic parent. And also check out my online course, Healing the 5 Primary Wounds of Parental Narcissistic Abuse. Offering it at a deep discount. It was regularly $497. It's only $197 right now. So check that out in the links below and see what kind of help you can get from all of the things that I do offer. And I hope that this information has really been helpful for you. I'm Dr. Meg Haworth, and I hope that this will help you get well now.